Thank you. Good morning, Madam Chair and committee members. I'm Jeannie Myung, Director of Policy Research at Policy Analysis for California Education and lead author of the report TK-12 Education Governance in California, Past, Present, and Future, which I wrote with my co-authors, Drs. Heather Huff and Julie Marsh, which was published in December 2025. So since 1913, California's school system has operated under what's been referred to as a double-headed governance structure. A governor-appointed State Board of Education serves as the state's primary TK-12 policymaking body, while an independently elected superintendent of public instruction is responsible for carrying out the board's decisions. When policy authority and administrative responsibility sit in separate offices with separate public mandates, accountability becomes hard to locate. For more than 100 years, California has struggled to answer a basic question: who is ultimately accountable for the performance of the state's education system? Clarity in response to this question determines the extent to which state policy can be translated into coherent action on behalf of students. An unresolved answer to this question has practical consequences for students because when authority is divided, responsibility is unclear, implementation weakens, and students experience the consequences through uneven opportunities and outcomes. California's policymakers have adopted many ambitious education goals and have invested billions in programs that are equity-focused, research-informed, and student-centered. The challenge is not that California lacks aspiration or commitment to students. The challenge is that the state's governance system is not organized to reliably translate state goals and investments into coherent implementation and practice across schools and districts in our state. California values local control, and for good reason. Our state is too large and too diverse for a top-down mandate to work everywhere without local adaptation. But local control depends on state capacity, coherence, and accountability. Districts have been asked to carry greater responsibility, often under considerable administrative burden, without consistent coordinated guidance or support for implementation. This is why appointing an education commissioner to administer the CDE would be an important step toward aligning authority, implementation responsibility, and accountability for outcomes. California expects its education leaders, from school administrators to county superintendents, to have professional preparation and administrative credentials. Those expectations suggest that the person administering the state education agency should bring comparable qualifications, including experience managing large education agencies, instructional and school leadership expertise, and practical, credible understanding of how districts and schools operate. At the same time, this shift could strengthen democratic accountability by clarifying the role of the elected SPI. Across state government, voters elect officials to represent them and set policy direction, and then they hold them accountable at the ballot box, while day-to-day administration is generally carried out by appointed leaders and agency professional staff. In that context, our elected SPI can and should continue to play a vital public role. Even when polling suggests voters have limited familiarity with the office, voters have historically affirmed that they want to retain the position of the SPI. Rather than weakening the SPI, this proposed shift could create a clearer and more valuable role for the office, helping the public, policymakers, and educators understand how well California's education system is serving students and where there is need for improvement. California spends tens of billions of dollars each year on public education. Given the scale of that investment, the state would benefit from a stronger independent mechanism for assessing which major initiatives should be improved, phased out, or expanded. Beyond advocating for students, an SPI office focused on public reporting and student outcomes could strengthen transparency and system accountability. In that role, the office could help engage the broader research community, including universities, in more systematic evaluation of major education policies. The office could also help bring greater coherence across California's siloed education system, connecting early childhood, TK-12, higher education, and workforce preparation around a more connected trajectory for student learning and opportunity. Ultimately, this proposed change should be evaluated by whether it clarifies responsibility, strengthens CDE administrative capacity, and improves the state's ability to provide guidance and support to schools and districts. As revisions move forward, attention should be given to whether proposed changes reduce or add to fragmentation in a system that is already difficult to understand and challenging to connect to meaningful improvements in student outcomes. I'll conclude by noting this proposal should be understood as one step in a broader discussion of education governance reform. Clarifying responsibility for leading CDE may help the state address related questions about the department's capacity, resources, and role in supporting LEAs. Future priorities may include strengthening CDE's capacity, improving implementation and evaluation of major initiatives, and identifying ways to make education funding adequate and sustainable at the state and local levels. Thank you.